Hey, good afternoon, evening. Oh, well, we are kicking off the Invitational League for a Link to the Past Randomizer Conference Finals. We are down to 4 teams fighting for the Grand Champion title. And we have technically Game 2, not in chronological order, between Usedbow and don't forget to track us, Telethar and Gem facing off iCure versus Flipio for co-op cross keys. Going to be a very exciting time. I am Clear Mouse. Joined with me is the one, the only Sawyer. How's it going, sir?
It's going well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. These guys certainly have been around the community for quite some time. Some of my favorite people in the community, very, very well known. You can already see that Flipio might be already at a disadvantage because I already see a mirror shield in the hash, and I think that really just spells disaster for him.
It's like his kryptonite. He gets a shield and he just starts to freak out. I'm not sure exactly what that mentality is, but
I know, exactly.
It is what it is.
I know, I absolutely agree. And I was actually thinking, so Flipio's been SGL. Actually, all these guys have been SGL before. As you, Sawyer, hopefully we'll get to see a repeat this year. I was gonna say that maybe we should get Flipio a little picket, for good luck.
Just a little picket, but then we also need to get him a little shield at the same time. So.
True. That's very true. All right, yeah. These guys are off. We actually do see, and I don't know how this happens. Every single time, I swear, it's always the diagonal players that do the same thing, and not the like horizontal or vertical players. It's just like, come on, man. It's okay. All right, minor grunt, but it looks like Telethar and Ike are kind of taking the role versus Gem and Flipio going on opposite corners. Very similar thing. Gem looks like he missed the first sign. I don't know how this happened because I know he's in the bingo tournament and one of the squares is actually explicitly kill a light world and dark world enemy with a sign. I really don't know how he missed this.
I mean, you think that he'd have that practice by now.
I know exactly, right?
I guess not.
It's okay, just giving these guys a hard time. I mean, certainly you can kind of already tell how good these guys are by getting, oh my gosh, dude, you know what? iCure and Telethar, holy frick! Okay, again, highlight to the skill. It takes skill, not luck, just so you know. Find the boots early.
It takes skill not to just save it quick, go straight for them. But hey, that's just me.
I was surprised that Gem didn't actually immediately go over to where his partner is in order to go get those boots. I guess the getting on Laser Bridge. Yeah, I can do some bootsless skips. Maybe the boots.
Maybe. But we did see that Flipio was the only one that did the Houlihan start, so he's probably gonna go straight to get those boots and then walk on over to the merchant and see what happens.
Yeah, usually there are very few exceptions for items where you basically just like kind of stop in your tracks to do whatever you were doing and then rushing that thing. The boots are certainly the one of the only exceptions. Mirror might be something. I mean, like there are these.
Nice
that's okay. Yes, wow. Very, very good dedication. Good thing we did not skip out on this, despite the many attempts for Laser Bridge. But yeah, that fire rod is super nice, especially for the full magic drop that Gem got earlier from the very hard-earned guard from the sign kill. So that's very powerful thing. All right, we already got Pyramid Fairy on flip side. Is the Thief Sound? Yeah, Turtle Rocket.
Yep, looks like Thief Sound, Turtle Rocket according to the tracker.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah,
and I know I do believe I think Iker and Flipio may have not participated in the cross key seed about 3 hours ago, so we know that Gem and Telethar are pretty warmed up for this as well.
Well, so warmed up or worn out? So I mean, that seed.
They both crushed it, so I'm gonna go with warmed up.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, so I do know that seed certainly did punish you for skipping a very, I guess, commonly skipped chest, which is the cutscene chest, and Big Key chest and Mire.
I have no idea.
Hopefully, in this case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful immediate memories. But I believe you're right though. Iker and Flip this time I don't think that they participated. It was a big race, so I didn't see a lot of names. But yeah, I think you're right. These guys were just kind of they're warming up on their own.
Exactly. And we've already thought a couple of good item Ks. We got Super Bunny over on Iker's side. I know that Jim or Telefar has already found that. Looks like we're just gonna go ahead and try to do a couple of these items. And they're in CAC together, which is not something you normally want to see, but the boots pull them here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Especially so, this entire league playoff season, and certainly for the vast majority of the regular season, it's been primarily co-op. So I know that these guys, everyone here, has had plenty of good experience, certainly up to this point, playing as a partnership. And yeah, one of the things that you kind of develop or see some good results for is just really trying to split up as much coverage as you can. And yeah, so as you mentioned, especially for entrance, so one person being CAC would be kind of nice, another person can go somewhere else. But at least, that being said, CAC is pretty big, so if we're here together, it's okay. We can still don't have to step on each other's toes. Alright, we got the Desert Palace Bicky, my favorite Bicky.
We have found everybody's favorite dungeon to do with Pod.
Yeah, true.
It's also on the mountain, so Flip Pio was the first one up to the mountain, but then we also have Gem right behind him going through the connector to get to save the old man. So I wonder if Flip Pio's going to bother with him.
Yeah, it does look like he's gonna go forward. Ooh, okay, maybe we're just gonna go. That's understandable. Yeah.
There's enough entrances up here. Let's just take care of that.
Yeah, and I don't actually know how. So let me preface this by saying these guys played this game for quite some time, very seasoned veterans. That being said, I don't really know how comfortable or I guess fast Flip Peel's mimic clipping is, and it's also, as you mentioned, out of logic. So and there are plenty of entrances up here to be able to do here in the mountain, like finding the Swamp Bicky, and the map to Ganon's Tower.
And what a nice vanilla mushroom.
Oh yes.
So we'll get to see that get turned in, and then hopefully find the magic place sometime soon.
Yeah, the potion shop always really good to be able to find. And yeah, turning in the mushroom usually, especially in crossies, is pretty early. Yeah, I was gonna say though, on contrast, Gem here is in pod, and I would say that he even has an emote. Gem 041, easiest room in the game. So I would very much expect him at this point in order to, that's exactly where he's heading. Go to the back, do the Bollock side sequence break it. I would say that actually Mike on the team for Usedbow also is very skilled and fast at mimic clipping. Telethar also is, I think he's just maybe less confident in his super speed. He's very capable, it's just maybe slightly slower than his counterparts on the team.
Absolutely. Over on don't forget to track us side, we did find GT, which I believe Gem's gonna probably find because it's up on the mountain cliff. And Iker is just kind of doing the same things that Telethar is and such, so that's a very, very fast mimic clip over on Gem's side.
Yeah. It's actually really cool to see in person as well. And that's actually one of the benefits, of course, of SGL, being able to see the actual controller cam. Cam in person. There's no cam. You just actually see
my eyes.
Yeah, you actually see the button inputs and everything. Yeah, and as you mentioned, right, finding. So you mentioned a lot about these high value item caves. But Gem found a sword out of a high value in pod. I don't know if Telthar's gonna go after that, but that is a very, very nice bonus.
Let's file this away for later when I go up there, because it didn't seem like there was very much up on the mountain at all.
Yeah, we did find a Swamp Bicky, I guess, for what it's worth, right? But yeah, as you said, the value that thing will bring, immediate or later for that matter, is maybe very, very limited. Now, that being said, we do have GT up here, which is if you talk about high density locations or high value locations, GT, certainly among any dungeon, right, it's going to be up there, just because it's just so big, especially.
You need a couple items to make it fully viable, but I'm sure that, again, they're communicating, they're planning, they're deciding what they need to do. We found Hyrule Castle as well over don't forget the track outside, so doing our bomb strats, because we didn't get that sword in there. And talking about GT, finding the big key to GT.
That's right. It's certainly a very nice key whenever we see that. There's always a potential climb. Not certainly right now. We don't have a bow, we don't have a fire source. You might be thinking I'm talking about Desert Palace and land mode, but I'm actually talking about the GT climb. Even though that
I don't. One trick's not in this race. One trick is not in this race. What are you talking about?
You're right. That's very true. Humbug, the originator of climbing before everybody else does, and then winning the game. Oh, that's actually very nice. Big magic drop. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I also catched on Piper's side that he checked Lumberjack. It is useless fairy, which means that we do not have to go find both Castle Tower keys. Maybe we won't have to find one, but at least 2 of them in order to be Ganon is not from the cards yet.
And it does look like Telethar is up here on the mountain. Just probably saving the old man. Getting that armor is also pretty good. Kind of want to find the mirror before it becomes, you know, a bit too many hearts, because we already have 5 hearts within 10 minutes. That's not something you normally see on co-op side.
Yeah. Entrance or not, and plus you mentioned, right, 5 hearts, and also we have blue mail, it looks like, for the vast majority of people, and so that's gonna make death warping even harder. Harder, I mean, just slower.
I do kind of like Iker's bunny sprite being a cat, and it does look like Telethar is
really adorable.
Heading over for that sword. There are just, like you said, some items that you just want to go grab right away. Mirror, boots, glove, and sword are pretty much the big 4.
Okay, well, yeah, talking about Castle Tower, you have to find one here in Paradox. Yeah, Paradox is also a very high value connector. 7 items here, plus, of course, 2 more entrances to explore. Alright, yeah, Teleport's gonna try and sword. You almost mentioned all these really big ticket items for cross keys, especially early. Sword, glove, all of these things, of course. We would like traditional Dark World access with the glove, the hammer, the pearl. Of course, one of the quirks, features of cross keys is to be able to get to Dark World without having to use traditional access. But that being said, it just makes it a lot more convenient for you if you have these items as well.
Yeah, and bunny walking is, especially when you find boots this early, it's just heart-wrenching.
Oh yeah. Having boots early means that okay, it's like I can get the glove now. I can go get the pearl. I can go get boots. Please give me a sword so I can do everything.
Telethar is unfortunately still doing the mimic, but pretty close to it.
Yeah, it looks like he's been pretty close every once in a while, but then the mimic just kind of keeps, I guess, like getting out. So he's trying to buffer his version. Yeah, but this sword, we really hope it'll, as you mentioned, having a sword, especially with the boots, is super valuable, especially when it's Randomizer. That is another viable mode picked in League playoffs. When you're dashing around without a sword, then you don't actually know what you're dashing into. It can be pretty difficult. All right, looks like we did it. GG's Telethar.
And one of the things we did find over on Flipio's side as well, don't forget to track us, is that magic shop. So it's going to be interesting to see when Telethar gets over to find out what that mushroom is. Looks like Iker has it, so he might also, with the information, since they are communicating, they're going to be able to tell what the when they need to go do that mushroom. Yeah,
exactly. You guys kind of see then some of the differences between having the sword and having bombs. I mean, Flipio and Iker are doing a great job using these bombs. Sometimes the early resources can be very difficult, scarce to come by. If that's really honestly your only source of weaponry, it can be pretty difficult to basically budget everything that you need. Now, I guess Flip does have a boomerang, which is not exactly like a permanent weapon, but it can be, and maybe the stun prize could be something useful. Who knows?
Hopefully it's magic so that he can use that fire rod that he's been working with. He's been doing pretty well using that red boomerang to get through dark rooms and such, though.
Very true.
Both
I wish you see actually
the best.
Yeah, I actually really like it when people visit this Paradox shop. Little game knowledge. I mean, it certainly made more visible when modes like Shop Sanity comes about. But yes, that is a very nice way to go get bombs if you have it. But yeah, looks like Iker. Yeah, so, yeah. We're finding ways to the Dark World, and again, but no Pearl means we can't really do very much right now, other than, as you mentioned, bunny walking, kitty walking, whatever. And this is, I think, one of those high debate things that people don't really want to think about. Do I want to bunny walk? No. Do I have to bunny walk? Maybe. But it takes so much time. It could actually maybe not lead to anything because you're a bunny. You can't really do much. You're somewhat defenseless. So it can be just a big going down I guess a literal and proverbial rabbit hole.
Yeah, especially when you say you go through VOO, there's only like 2 entries you can do in there.
Yeah.
So you're debating whether or not do I come back for this later or do I want to do this all at once.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe it's slightly better, as you mentioned, if we have like the mirror. We can at least do a lot more to try and proxy that Pearl. We're going to go into entrances and get Super Bunny state. Of course, we're going to actually get some more entrances like K45, although this time wasn't super useful. And then also, maybe we have the book, right? Going down to Bombo's tablet, that could be something. Oh, including that mushroom?
That's a good mushroom find. I can see Flipkill going there pretty quickly because that is actually really good weapon / stun item as well.
Yeah. Hookshot is an instant kill weapon for many minions, I guess, especially on the overworld, like the ropes, and of course taking care of like being able to stun things like crabs and pickles and such things like that. Yeah, like that beetle. That I just
exactly. Every single other one of them, every other single runner was like, how do I handle this? And Iker's just like, have at it, bye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you guys just stun them, no problem.
we do have the big key to Hera, which is still out of logic, so like, and the small key to Hera, which is out of logic 2 at the moment. So that's 1 dungeon. We're finding a lot of big keys, which is very good when we get into those dungeons, but it's going to be interesting to see what small keys we have and what weaponry we can do with that too, especially since it is co-op and you're not going to get those fluffed items like 10 arrows or 3 bombs and stuff like that. At least hopefully you're not.
Yeah. I mean, those usually don't make the cut when you're trying to communicate to your partner what is worthwhile to get. But sometimes you can kind of see, depending on, I guess, like maybe the style of partnership, like, oh, you need Paradox, and then the other person just ends up getting, let's say, everything a Paradox because it's just not enough bandwidth in order for you to communicate the items that you found, and also trying to play the game, and also maybe try and listen to what your partner is trying to tell you as well. There's a lot going on.
I can tell you from personal experience that the moment you involve boots in anything, it's immediately like, I'm going to be running around and trying to take care of all this stuff like right away.
Yeah, I think also that's a very common, I won't say complaint, but observation that people had playing solo cross keys is sometimes when they actually don't want the boots early because then that takes away time from them tracking like entrances and stuff like that. Because then once as you said, having the boots, you have your APM goes certainly much higher because you have to push more buttons, and you don't want to waste the time, right? Well, you have the ability to move fast. Are we finding Ice Palace, by the way, in Iker's side?
I know that it's up on the mountain, I believe. As you can see over on Don't Forget the Track Aside, immediately going for that mushroom and whatever was in here for chicken fries, but. And we do see that Talithar has it as well, so Gem's going through his Blind's Hut, probably going to head up and get that mushroom as well.
Yeah. I don't actually know if people consider Hookshot to be one of the, let's say, like 5 or first run items that you're looking to get in cross keys. I would argue that that has very good reason to be one of the top tiers. It just doesn't have the same, I guess, like emphasis or impact as like a glove or a hammer, right? But that hookshot can give you a lot of access. So I think it's kind of slightly underrated in that regard.
Exactly, and especially since you have an entire cave just named after the hookshot.
True. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Being able to do that all at once instead of having to come back wherever it is Now, granted, that's changed a little bit with the hovering stuff, but that is one thing you always want to have, enjoy having too.
Yeah, and even if you can hover, I know that some people are certainly very fast at being able to use the boots, but I really just don't think you can beat the speed of using the hook shot. So it's really like, yeah, it's really a benefit to be able to have it once you're there.
The cape, we have a question in chat of where the cape was. I believe that it was in Blind Cut. So that's one reason that does put the Fire Rod in logic, plus that Swamp Palace big key, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay.
Flippers.
That's right, we did find flippers. Something, of course, you really only get to see in entrance, because flippers can't logically be here at Ice Palace if it's not shuffled. So that's actually kind of interesting, talking about maybe potentially a swamp dip. We do have the flippers.
Telethar got trapped.
Did he get trapped?
He got trapped. Oh no.
Trapped. It's okay. We're not shambling. It's fine. Everything is fine.
He was trying to use the hook shot to go over to the other side, because I haven't seen a connector go over to Usedbow either. So maybe that's something that they'll have to clean up later, but hopefully that doesn't burn too badly. That getting trapped without glove there is not.
No, it's really awful. It's really awful. Okay, looks like Iker has finished up Ice Palace, and at least the only thing I really kind of noticed of high value were just the flippers. Didn't really see too much more else.
And as predicted, every single runner, the moment they heard about the hook shot over at the magic shop, they immediately ran over. So. Oh, I think Flippeel's gonna get that shield. You?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When they find the mirror, Flipeel is gonna rush it directly and then immediately go to Lake Hylia Island. Immediately, yes.
I've done a couple co-ops with Flip, and that's what I've told him to go do. Just funsies.
I try. every time I'm just like, man, I really hope that Flipeel picks up this thing. I believe actually even in Pilot Spoiler, and of course this is just for fun and games, but whenever he intentionally or unintentionally picks up a shield, like he was tricked into getting it or he accidentally picked it up, he'll just go to like Skullwoods or the entrance of Ice Palace and get a picket and then get rid of it.
So we have Green Pendant.
Oh, look, it's Green Pendant Desert. Amazing. Wow. Who could have possibly predicted this?
Who rolled this seed? Jeez.
Yeah, we did roll this seed. I'm disappointed. And I was gonna say Flipeel even. He was practicing his Bow Lamos and he got a 2-cycle. That's what he said in the race room. So can't really argue with the results.
I'm not sure who has that much influence on this used bow thing. I have no idea.
I will say that Usedbow, their league record has been really, really impeccable, like tremendously good. 13-1 in the regular season, and of course undefeated so far. And every single time they've used the bow on Lamos. So I mean, how can you argue with results like this?
Speaking of records, we should let's see what how. Flippeel's team did, but don't forget to track us. They also went 10-4, so I mean,
yeah, no, their record was
they're not that far off from that. So maybe they also used some bow time.
Maybe, I mean, Flip was practicing, but Iker and Flip and Purdy are, like I said, they've been around for quite some time, and they are, I would say, maybe more or less I wouldn't say underrated, but they kind of fly under the radar a little bit. They may not have maybe as much name power as maybe some of the other runners, but you can never sleep on these guys. These guys are really, really good.
I know Flipeel is also in multiple tournaments too. He played a good match against Humbug yesterday. Iker has been around for there's a lot of pickup races that they can do. They're just quiet, hey, we do our thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say,
are all over the place running at minning tournaments too. So it's they're very involved in it. It's very nice to see these 4 runners, these 2 teams go at it and stuff. Yeah, this is like I said. Yeah, this as far as getting to the final 4, you know that all 4 teams are going to be absolutely stacked.
Certainly not to say that, like, on the other side of the bracket, it's Zelga Shady Marty. Also, the team has been around as a spoilers for many seasons, and then we have the runners-up from last year, Magno and Broger, with the lane, which they formed champion. I mean, like I said, it's incredibly stacked field, right? No, there's gonna be no soft underbelly of the league anymore. By the way, so okay, talking about all these items that Gem is just apparently picking up left and right. He found the shovel. He also found an out-of-logic glove in Skullwood's Pop Prison. I did catch that. So.
And this is one of the fun parts about being able to do co-op is that you have more freedom to be able to do these out-of-logic things. Like, okay, yes, I will go to Skullwoods and Death Bunny, I guess is a good term for it, and get the items.
Bunny Revival?
Bunny Revival, thank you. It's because you know that your partner Telethar is going to be handling things in Sphere Zero or things that are there, but we also have Telethar grabbing a pearl somewhere.
He found a pearl. He found a pearl somewhere. Amazing. Yes, because he's actually dashing in Dark World. I completely missed that. I guess we will see when. Well, I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be one of those things that Gem's gonna go after pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Iker and Flip are going to certainly be on the lookout for this pearl as Flip is doing his piranha plant walking. It's so cute.
It's like a little mini piranha plant.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, Gem's gonna follow up on this glove. That's still out of logic. Oh, but I guess with the pearl, it's in logic. By the way, you're talking about having trying to find that mirror relatively soon. We also found Red Mail. That is even worse.
Yeah.
Talking about not being able to die.
So, Micro Dippers of Eastern Palace, beware. Moon Pearl was in.
That was where Moon Pearl was?
Yes.
Oh, ooh, not having a bow, not having the big key. Well, looks like Iker's going in. So yeah, for those of people who like to skip Eastern Palace without having it fully dippable, yeah, you might be a little punished. Now, I will say that because it's co-op, things are slightly different, and if you do abide by this philosophy of not willing to go into Eastern, at least the first time through, just make your partner do it. That is what they're for.
It's kind of like one of those, like finding shields, finding things that you don't want. Make somebody else do it. Make somebody else do
Exactly. Alright, Gem, maybe try to find a better jumping position. Not gonna. Although he does have the glove, so he won't get trapped there. That's at least something.
And it does look like. Oh, we got. I dislike this screen so much, especially when you're even on email. The murder deck does 3 hearts. Those snapdragons do 3 hearts. It's like, hey, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
She's stated like Gem's beeline at Eastern Palace right now.
All right, yeah. As you stated and verified on Iker's side, soon to be Gem's side, of course, is there is the pearl in Eastern Palace Compass chest. I guess I go a little further. I'm pretty sure Telethar did this too on his side, in order to get the key chest. Yeah, and I guess.
The moment you saw the pearl on Iker's side, you saw a save and quit screen on Flipfield's side for like 10 seconds, going.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to get. Yeah, I mean, Pearl right now will be very beneficial. Like, we do have connectors over to Dark World, as we've seen before with the copious amounts of bunny walking that we've done. So being able to actually just be able to dash and through everything is going to be much more beneficial. And
on Usedbow side, they have natural Darkwood access with that hammer that was found on Telethar side too. So there was something in pod area with that hammer.
Okay. Ooh, all right. This is something that Flipeel had found earlier before. Nice clip on Telthar's side, absolutely, yeah. Very smooth, well executed. Yeah, Flipeel found it as a bunny, so he couldn't really do much. But with that pearl, we can actually, in fact, get out. We don't have to end our route here because we don't have the mitts, and we're just going to continue onwards to explore the rest of the village. Alright, I think it looks like... No, go ahead.
Just saying, we got Flipio and Iker. Flipio immediately rushed Eastern Palace. We have Gem following Telethar a little bit. Yeah, we're done with Sphere Zero stuff at this point, I believe, for all both runners. For all runners.
Yeah, I don't actually know how common this seed has kind of been in terms of general flow for progression. It does kind of seem like, and again, this might be observational bias, is that the amount of, oh, I need to stop exactly what I'm doing and go get this other thing that my partner just told me about immediately seems to be a little bit on the higher side, because you usually really try and again split up as much as you can, and then but if this time your partner finds something really good, then you kind of have to go get it. Okay, look. Okay, all right. Well, we got a hammer on everybody's side.
So we have a big key plus a mini Moldorm kit. Mini Moldorm kit had 2 pod smalls as well.
Yeah,
so
I also did notice that too.
We're a bow away from finishing that.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like it.
Where is the bow? We just need to start asking this question now.
Well, I don't know. I always ask that question. Every single seed, where is the bow? And then nobody tells me, and then we're just waiting for the opportunity to to go find it.
They just need to bring spoiler back. That's what.
Yeah. I will say maybe my hopes are slightly dashed because I really don't see them gonna go fight Lambos with the bow anytime soon, if at all. So, I'll talk about desert. Okay, we did find one entrance of desert. Here in Dark Shopping Mall, not the greatest.
Which it looks like Usedbow hasn't grabbed those flippers. So they don't know it yet, but this is all in logic right now too.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that, and yeah, I don't think either of them have found Ice Palace. Because I certainly would imagine that if they did, they both everyone had Fire Rod so early, so at least one of them would have gone in.
And with Telethar sitting on 2 small keys there, plus they now have Glove and Hammer, like when they go in there, they're finished.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. The only thing I think they'll have to leave behind is potentially that big chest. Yeah, as you just said, because they don't have the big key. I was gonna say, I was talking about maybe potential. If they find the dam and they find Swamp Palace, we just found the Swamp Small and Desert Map chest. So that's gonna be at least something.
So, yeah, this is looking like a lot of possible just one items away from doing like a bunch of dungeon clears. We find Hera, we find Pod, the bow, Ice Palace. Need the big key for it, but we have Ice Palace bomb jump, so we don't necessarily need it. Right? You just have one runner go, and then the other one be like, okay, we need to wait for the big key before we finish that off.
Right. Oh, talking about another dungeon that we can mostly finish. We've Gem found Thieves Town, and it's actually, this is one of those times again. You want the mirror, man. This is kind of far to get to because you have to go through all of desert in order to connect over here. Ugh.
I think this is one of those like, hey, I have the big key, I have a sword. Let's go ahead and just knock this out.
Yeah.
That will be my mirror.
But yes, by the way, speaking of sword, I have noticed that there is a still distinct lack of sword on Don't Forget to Track Us side because we are still lacking that bow. Not that I don't think that maybe Flip and Iker are gonna rush Pod immediately, but the fact that they have a hammer and a bunch of Pod small keys, as you mentioned, and the Pod big key, with that bow, maybe they will actually finally go get their sword. But until then.
We're gonna have to hope so, because yet another big key, and we no longer have to worry about Ice Palace big chest.
Oh my gosh, yeah, very nice find on Telethar side.
And we also found Power of Hera. So I mean, this is 2 dungeons that they're gonna get knowledge on. Over on Iker's side, we can see a map check with Meyer being a regular crystal, and we already know Thieves Town is a red crystal. So.
Good point. Yeah, okay. Lots of action going on here. Jumps in the back of Pod, and the back of Skull. Wow.
Yeah. But with no sword, the limit clip thing.
Well, okay, don't worry. We have faith that the bridge chest right here is going to be a sword.
Oh.
It is a compass. Not even the good one.
No. Why is that even in the game? Come on now.
I know. It's just useless text boxes right now.
Most across
but-
uses that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is actually giving some, I guess, references. Oh, as Health, I was gonna say, gets knocked down by Moldorm. I was gonna say, so there was an earlier match where I think Gem and Health are both hover to a sword. And then that was out of logic in one of the earlier playoff games, and the other team, I think it's JKLOL, was unfortunately swordless for like the vast majority of the game.
Yeah,
and it's kind of building up to something similar now too.
That hookshot cave and everything like that, but it's one reason why people. It's a debate about that. Oh my god! The only thing in logic
in logic, yeah.
Back of these time.
I was just thinking that too. Oh yeah, without the small key, that is the only thing here that we can get logically in the back. Not gonna stop us, of course.
We found the Ice Palace Big Key in Hera, but it's also a pendant, so I don't see, unless Ice Palace Big Chest has something, I don't see Gem going back. But he does have a small key too. I don't know. That's a. I don't even know if we're gonna think about something right now. Situation.
Yeah, I will say the Ice Palace is a pretty dense dungeon, right? You got 8 total checks in there, especially with the big key. Everything is accessible. So, I mean, so it's not necessarily a bad place to go if you're looking for stuff, but as you said, right, there could be other better things like Pod actually is looking really nice right now, right, with that bow, especially the gem gun. Now, I don't know if Telethar wants to go rush over to Thieves Town for that bow, because especially, right, like, it's kind of far. Maybe we want to try and get a mirror. But he's gonna do Back of Skull Woods instead. And probably get our first crystal? Alright, maybe?
Well, we have first crystal on Gem's side with Thieves Town.
Oh, right.
But,
oh, of course, and Hera.
But he'll be able to also finish Skullwood since he's got a small key and is here. So we're gonna see that. I didn't catch what was on in the Hera basement chest.
Oh, that was just TR small key.
Okay,
so that at least is something.
Logically required, but
Yeah, these are kind of usually like the good thing is that at least only one person has to go do something like this as opposed to 2. So yeah, if you can find any other Turtle Rock small key, you will probably go after that one as opposed to sitting through Hera basement. That's kind of long.
What a nice 2-bottle compass big chest to be a combination in Hera.
Oh, nice. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess we saw it on Telethar side. Telethar is our bee friend. You actually see from the Usedbow logo, the little bee on top of Kirby. That is him, so I think it's actually very fitting that he gets the 2 bee bottles. He might be using at least 1 potion, though. Or maybe we'll save it for the Triforce room, who knows?
He's gonna dodge quite a bit. I still think that was a really good fight, even with the fire rod there.
That was a very, very scary fight, but also very well done.
Two bombs blowing up, or 2 bosses blowing up at the same time. Footfield's getting his Moldorm pendant knowledge, with Eichert also in Thieves Town. So I mean,
I think this is our full pendant crystal knowledge, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
No, we're still waiting on 1 more pendant.
We know Ice Palace, Desert, and Hera.
We have Ice Palace College?
Oh, I thought someone said that Ice Palace was a pendant. Maybe that wasn't correct.
The Desert and Hera don't do that. No,
okay,
so far.
okay, all right. Okay.
But we
I
see Ice very
thought it
soon.
was Ice.
We could definitely see Ice very soon.
Okay.
I hope that's the map. Map to Ice.
It's a Sag fish. Sad fish map. Yeah, that's not even worth the paper that was printed on. Yeah. So Iker's gonna get his bow from the back of Thieves Town relatively shortly, and this at least I think will propel him to go into Pod next. Oh, we found another sword on Gem's side. Where is this in the cave?
Just
the back.
And the back is the red cane. the back. So I see Ice Palace really in the future now.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I completely forgot about Samaria for Ice Palace. You are absolutely correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just sitting in the back of that hammer unlocked to the sword and the Red King. Okay.
Yeah, and the hammer was a mini Moldorm cave, which I think was maybe buried a little. But it was certainly in the mid game that we got that, so it wasn't super early. This is it's a very nice finds. I guess yeah, Iker is still lacking. Iker and Flip are lacking the glove from the front of Skullwoods, which is force now logic. They just haven't gotten a chance to go there. Kind of maybe on the say flip side. Yeah, Talthar and Gem have not gone over to Ice Palace for their flippers.
Okay, I will say that was really well done. Good job. Good job. And hopefully this bow kind of leads them towards that sword, because that's just gonna make their life so much easier.
Oh yeah. And this is something that I think I won't say is maybe taken for granted, but it is one of the things that you may not realize at first how valuable that sword is. Iker also, by the way, seeing the value of the glove. This is a common occurrence for many people at this point. Sure, they have a glove by now, and we don't. Oh, but Flip, gonna take that Samaria here and from the back of Escape. With his hammer and hookshot, he can do a lot of damage in GT Basement. And plus with the big key, I guess he maybe doesn't want to climb quite yet. But he can nice and full clear out the entirety of the basement.
So I hope there's a bow down here, because doing this with knowledge of where a bow is does kind of hurt a little bit, because that makes ice armor extremely long, especially with no sword too. We do have swordless side on Iker's side with the hammer, so
yeah. By the way, I like the pun. I don't know if you actually caught it the first or second time, but it was I'd peg you for a fan of the hammer, as Iker has the only option basically in order to be blind for it.
I can dig it.
That's a fun joke.
Yeah. And as thought of, Talthar is immediately going to ice with all of his goodies, and gonna clear this one out and see what Gem needs to do in there.
Yeah, so this is gonna be their flippers, and by there I mean it's really actually Talthar's flippers. It's just just common knowledge. Okay. Oh, we got Burna
nice
and a flute in right side GT. That is a very nice find for Flip. And of course, don't forget to track us. Right now, it doesn't actually look like we have access to the Maya area. We certainly don't have mitts, let alone glove on Iker and Flip side. So that float's gonna be certainly very, very nice. Yeah, suddenly Ice Armos is looking more palatable without a sword or without a bow. Oh, okay, Iker found Swamp. Okay, here is Silver Bunny Top. I guess we don't have the.
Oh, and with the bow and one of a big key that Gem found.
There's another sword.
And another sword. What is happening?
In Eastern. Oh my gosh, dude. We're gonna Okay, all right. Let's take a prediction. How many swords collective do you think Gem and Talthar will have before Iker and Flip get one?
Well, we can already say 6. So,
okay.
Will they find the gold? Oh. It's one of those things like, will they find the gold sword before they find?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. This is kind of both hilarious and I'm sorry, Flip and Iker, because it's also like at the same time, right? The more swords that Gem and Talthar find, it's kind of like the less that Flip and Iker are going to be able to just randomly encounter. Because right now there's only one sword out there. Iker is very close to one sword, right? There's just a Mimic Cave and in the front of Tavern, so he does have access to it here in CAC. And maybe Flip will get it pretty soon too when the flute activation.
He also does have the Eastern Palace big key too, so I mean I can see them going to finish that off. See what that is if they're in that area. And it's going to be intriguing to see exactly what Flipfield does without bow now. Unless there's
small?
Bob's chest, yeah.
Yeah.
How is he just going to go ahead and blue chain this? Which I love doing this because you just pin all the armless knights up into one corner. Have fun with this.
Yeah, and he has half magic too, which is also super nice. Like that gives you so much more buffer in order to do basically anything you want at this point.
And apparently, ice wasn't meant, so good job.
Okay. Alright, okay, looks like Telthar, I completely forgot about GT Big. This is something that, that might be one of maybe Telthar's next destinations, and that may be a gem problem, in order to do, GT, because, like, Telthar still needs to go do Thieves Town, and that, in order to go get that bow, and... My nice small key of this dungeon! Why didn't we see that the first time? We have no hammer, and we have no small keys.
Yeah, we have no
hilarious, hilarious.
But this also does mean that Gem is going to be able to full clear this entire dungeon now. Mm-hmm. And we all know his skill in the dark rooms is just amazing. So come on, everybody, come party together. You know you want.
And we all want, you know, we don't need social distancing anymore. We're all here, one big happy family. Looks like, unfortunately, Flip didn't quite be able to get like the Armos.
Burn a kill. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But was able to get through it, and nice ice rod.
Oh, what an ice rod! Oh,
and there's the gold sword.
Oh my
God!
In the back of, I mean, yeah, I eat my words, right? They found their first sword. Ikir, I'm sure, is absolutely thrilled by the way.
They're gonna find their second one too. They're gonna find their second one right now, because Ikir's on that side.
It's true. It's true. Ikir's like, right before he gets it. He's gonna be like, I have to go all the way to Ice Armos to go get that sword? Please, no.
What? Come on.
Then there's just gonna something be here, and then Iker will be very happy, of course. 45 minutes for one sword each, basically, for Iker and Flip. Not too shabby. Just don't look over on the left-hand side. There's no reason to do any type of, you know, social comparison.
What? Oh, this cutscene chest is currently... I and the cutscene chest are not friends at the moment.
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, it's as is usually pretty adversarial, honestly, for a lot of people. So, I mean, Flip also did the kind of same.
That's very nice cut
through. Yeah. And again, like these guys, there are very few things that I think can really slow these guys down. Maybe not. I mean, maybe you can put a barrier in front of them, and then they can just kind of skirt around it. But they know how to.
Like, you can't press A. That's your barrier. We'll
that is probably
say no, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I was even thinking like if we go for longer than maybe an hour, you actually might see some dot forfeits on the left hand side. Alright, we don't quite have enough keys, I think, to open the equivalent middle door for GT as for Pod, like the Dark Maze top door. But yeah, as you mentioned, Gem's gonna be able to full clear this place, and we're going to the boss. And okay, alright, Fluffy Mittens. Very apt to find the mitts mentioned here in cutscene chest. Yeah, so good thing I guess we didn't skip that.
I swear it's a conspiracy that whatever bot rolls these seats always puts something in the same chest on that day. So Saturday, it's gonna put stuff in cutscene chests.
Alright. Okay. Okay, so I guess like the trick is you gotta watch a previous seed or something, and then you
exactly.
Oh, and Iker's also giving back here as well. Okay, it's looking like Iker just went straight to the boss, which also could make sense because it's just exactly. And so we're gonna use our free warp back over to the front to do the rest of the back. I was gonna say because I'm missing. I'm especially eyeing that very non-tracked ice rod which we found in Harmless Hellway. So that'll be something very important.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to see if he did open that arena bridge chest, because if he did not open it and gets that small key in that chest, then he'll be able to actually go ahead and go straight to Harmless Hellway and get that, unless he wants to use the that's the 50-50 you play in this dungeon.
Yeah, and I think that the big key chest was...
he did not open the bridge chest.
Okay.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
And we did find a lamp over on Telethar side somewhere in Mire, so making the back really easy. It's doing co-op cross keys, commentating is just like items everywhere. Here's an item. It's like Oprah's handing things out here.
Yeah, it's great. if you like darting around your eyes frequently in order to see all the progression, and so it's almost kind of like watching basketball, right? Especially if you watch very good players. It's just like basket scored every 3 seconds, basically, right? Ball goes all the way across the court. There's a basket inside, and then it goes all the way to the other side, non-stop. Okay, yeah, Telethar, unfortunately, not having that tempered sword. It does have a cape. It's okay. We'll just but the problem is we also don't have a bow, so we're gonna have to just take phase 2 a little bit slower. He does have 2 bee friends that will not help him here. He does have a red potion that I assume he's gonna save for the Triforce room. But very well done for phase 2.
And Helma is down over on Gem's side as well. Flippeel's going through with Thieves' Hunter, not going to grab his bow as well, knowing that there is and the Ice Rod is going to be on Iker's side. So at this point, it's starting to become a, what do we still need for Go?
I'm looking. We already got Small, or we know of it. I think we need to find the dam. I don't think we found that yet. I remember Iker finding Swamp. That was a Super Bunny top, but he didn't go in. And he already went to Desert, so I'm assuming the only reason he didn't go in was because he just didn't have any water to help him swim.
And it does look like these Turtle Rock Small, which it looks like Flipkeel does have 3. So collectively, we are kind of there. Just the dam.
Yeah. Alright, Telethor's gonna try his little like micro hover in order to try and save a cycle. Very well done. Oh, it's not actually a hover, is what I'm told. It is just an item dash, but it kind of looks like a little mini hover.
On the right pixel, it does look like a hover, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that Gem is just here for the flippers. This is a pendant, as you mentioned before, so he doesn't have to be cold steer or anything like that. I guess we don't have a book knowledge for pedestal. I mean, I guess we nice mirror and or not mirror,
nice
lamp in
ice, not in
ice,
fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say though. So if we are really just swamp entrance away from, or not swamp entrance, floodgate entrance. This is looking like to be a fairly lean seed. I mean, can we skip the mirror? Can we skip like the book? I mean, what? Like, it seems like we can maybe kind of gloss over a lot of things.
Since the book was what in GT, all the stuff in GT were like, not really sure if we even need to do GT, but I mean, we do have all the items that we could use. I mean, every big key is found on Usedbow sides. Telethar literally almost has every big key except for his turn, so
yeah.
Which he's gonna have to get anyways, and then get his tempered sword from there too. So.
Yeah, so right now it does look like, though, probably GT is looking like it's... I don't know. Where's this book? Like, well, the flute was also in GT right side, so that's going to be more entrances accessed. And of course, Telethar having the mitts from Meyer also gives him a couple more entrances, although it looks like maybe the mitts locked locations aren't very good.
Yeah, we've already found the Hammer Packs entrance, so that kind of eliminates one of those.
Talking about mitts, by the way, I believe that Don't Forget to Track Us still are gloveless.
Gloveless, yep. They haven't been to Skullwoods yet.
Yep. They're getting there. Don't worry. I have every confidence that they are going to be able to get a glove in relative short-ish order.
No, I did talk with Flip, because Flip and I do work together on some NMG stories and such like that. He's a very big NMG runner.
Flip is very talented in energy.
He has stated that hopefully they're gonna do what they can and they're trying to just clear dungeons, hoping everything's in the dungeons. They know that Usedbow is very, very good at co-op cross keys and just co-op things. And you can see it from their record as well. So
yeah, co-op cross keys. And co-op in general, as you said, certainly is kind of a developed skill set as well. I mean, there are certainly there's going to be a lot of things, many things that some people are going to be more naturally inclined for, or maybe they have a little bit of a head start, right? Because it feels, again, more natural for them. But still, I mean, being able to work together and really hone that skill, even if you have natural talent, still does take effort. And yeah, Gem and Talthar are certainly one of the strongest, I would say, duos in this mode. Of course, Talthar with Humbug, Mr. One Trick himself, also won the 216 co-op Crosskies tournament that Fear had hosted. So these guys have, they have experience. So. Now, of course, again, Iker and Flip are extremely formidable and strong. Like, they got here, they beat Alizen and I think Zaf, I think. Yep. Yeah, and co-op Crosskies in the previous round. I think like 4 times or something total.
It just kind of kept on going. And
yeah. So it's not like they don't know what they're doing.
And we do have a hover alert over on Telethar side.
Very nicely done. Yeah, we're just gonna pick up this money.
He earned 20, so he's gonna grab that.
Okay, what is Iker doing? He walked out of left side. We're gonna do right side. Oh, right side had the flute and Verna.
And I don't think left side had really much of anything.
Yeah, you might be right.
And we're gonna get our second over on the field side finally. And that's one of the things. Like, you get early boots. Like, the next thing you're hoping to find is that sword, because running around without a sword, especially in Dark World, it's just slow and dangerous and time-consuming and stressful. So it's a lot of things.
Yeah, finding a sword at Randomizer with boots. And granted, it is Randomizer, but that is like the sword is like your #1 priority. Mm-hmm. Forget the pearl, forget the glove, forget anything else. You are going after that. All right, that is Master Sword for Flute for Iker. Still, yeah. So right now it's Mitts versus Flute.
Yeah, but you need the Mitts to make the Flute more gooder at this point. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Oh, yes, they should bring up a good point. I completely forgot about the fact that we, in order to get to the mire area, we kind of need both. We need flute and mitts. Yeah. And right now the flute doesn't unlock very much by itself.
No, it just makes things like a faster movement, but with where these starting locations are, it's not something that they're going to run out of the way to get to until they get, at least Iker and Flip, until they get their mitts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're only a dam away from being in go mode on Usedbow and Gem side, I believe.
Yeah.
And
this is quite nice.
Which we're hoping is just going to be in Swan Palace I think they're hoping it's going to be just in Palace.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Right, so Flip has 3. So 1 was in Hera Basement that we caught. So 1 was in GT left side. So I'm going to assume at some point they are going to go. One of these guys, Gem or Telethar, is going to go get GT done. Gem might actually just get his TR Smokey here, right here and now with Hera. Or not. Never mind. We're not going to do Hera Basement.
See, notice how the TR Smokey was in Zelda Cell? Like, I don't see them touching that until they find the third one? Higher castles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's not in logic at all.
Okay, this could potentially be a fairly thorny small key. I mean, usually pot small keys, Turtle Rock small keys, especially cross keys, don't usually play a critical path role in go mode. That's not often oh man, I really need that skull with small key. I really need that Turtle Rock small key because there's so many, and you only really just need 1 or 2. Yep. But yeah, given the locations though, they don't look very promising for Gem and Telethar. Now that being said, that's exactly what I said about the swords. Right? They had 3 of them, and then there was nowhere else to be found. And Flip Peel found the 4th sword behind Ice Armor. So I mean, what do I know about randomization?
Flip Peel using the hammer, doing NMG strats against Helma. We have Iker just going straight into Skull Woods to kill off Mothula. Usedbow. They're in pretty much dungeon clear mode at this point. Hopefully we find stuff along the way.
Yeah, and I think, at least for, don't forget to track us, like Iker and Flip, the fact that they have a TR small key, I mean, I think they can just go mode swamp, right? As long as they find it. Oh, they can go mode swamp. Yes. We have a hammer. We don't need a glove for this. Do we not need a glove, by the way?
I was just thinking that, actually. Ice Palace is a pendant, and that's the only one that you need a glove for. So... Unless the dam is behind those gloves, but it could just be behind the mirror. So the glove may not even be needed because they were able to get to the flippers without the glove. So
yeah, I it's always really cool to be able to see if you can finish a seed without a, let's say, considered to be a major item, right? Hammer is certainly pretty cool. Pearl is, I don't think I've seen it quite yet. I did hear, I think Hitman
there
might have had one.
Yeah,
but those are really, I think, really cool to see as well.
Yep.
No gloves, that is certainly big, especially if there are two of them out there, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's always nice when you can skip an entire item that usually goes out.
Mm-hmm.
The other, there's a question in chat regarding where the other glove is, and that is actually, I believe, in Pop Prison in Skull Woods.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That Iker and Flipio have just been like, screw the 6 items in Skull Woods. We don't need to go there.
Finally, Iker and Flipio have overtaken the sword count over Gem.
Tempered, let's go.
Or maybe even now.
They're even at the moment. So they just haven't gone to hammer pegs, honestly, which is at Tavern. So if they're gonna activate the flute, they're gonna get that sword there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Flipio, actually, I don't remember seeing that flute activation quite yet. It's just maybe he hasn't had an opportunity to yet. And which, again, it's not high priority for him because he doesn't have it. So
his tracker does have the bird next to it.
Oh, it does. Okay. Well, then maybe he was there.
Yeah, maybe just been like, screw that. We don't need to do the Mimic Cave right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, right now, it's just for that. It's just going to be hey, this is a nice item. We're not too worried about it. But it would be faster for Iker to get that sword. Ooh. Trolldorm doing its best fall.
Oh no, Iker.
Never the best.
By the way, no mirror at 1 hour and whatever. This is when you kind of wish you had Crosskeys 2026 with the mirror scroll. Lets you death warp out of dungeons instead of taking the very arduous and tedious path of damaging yourself until you can warp out. Alright, well, looks like, alright, where is Mr. One Trick? We are climbing on Gem side. Did we do basement? Did we do...
No, we did do basement. Well,
we did right side.
We didn't do left side.
I guess maybe that's a teleport job then?
Maybe this is a, hey, we're going to pay homage to Helga? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm down for it.
I guess, yeah, it's just that normally you would expect people to do the entirety of the basement before climbing. Now, that being said, though, this is co-op, and GT, just like Kakariko, is a big place, so you can even split up a major portion of where you are.
Well, I can see with what Gem is doing here, climbing, and then I'm not sure what exactly is behind GT. I don't know if we saw Ganon yet. But that flute and mitts is something that's going to be, okay, we need to go back down there and see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because Southard with flute and mitts, that opens up so much, like the entire Mire area. So there's a good four checks that they can do there.
Yeah, I'm half expecting to find the mirror soon, because it just feels like we're somewhat lacking on entrances now, and the mirror is a very pretty major item that can open up a lot of well, I was gonna say doors, and maybe windows and a couple caves or something like that.
I do have a question here.
Yeah, Sawyer.
Landmo 2.
Landmo 2 is okay with regular silvers or fire rod.
Okay.
It's only Landmo 1.
It's only Landmo 1 in desert. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
You can think of it as NMG.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, hey, do we have to put a non-used bow on Usedbow side?
No. Landmo 2 is okay because even in the speed run, you do have the fire rod. You don't. You have silvers for hundo. That's certainly true. But you can do the quick kill. It is only Landmo's 1, and the rule is that as long as your sword does fighter sword damage, then it's fine. So fighter sword or master sword is okay. Slightly, I guess technically maybe master sword can give you a little higher, like longer reach, but it's fine.
Okay. I understand.
All right, Telethar, we're really experiencing here the durability of the red mail.
Because those skulls do a lot of damage. We do have Flip also following Gem. I'm wondering if Telethar's going to use his key and take it. Oh no, they know where Laser Bridge is, so they're kind of in just fine damn going.
Oh, one good reason that I... Oh, no. Maybe not. I'm gonna say, we could actually... We're gonna be a teleport to the pyramid. And I was like, oh, well, we got 3 entrances up there with Hyrule Castle. Nice Thief Town Compass.
No mirror.
That's worth it. Exactly. There's no mirror in order for us to get actually those entrances. Never mind. I take back what I was originally gonna say.
Cute. Such a cute compass. Also in such a great spot.
It is, yeah. And you really wonder why. It has to be up there of all places. Okay, so I guess we'll maybe find out. If Ganon is actually vanilla, then this is going to be a climb that we're going to have to go do eventually, which is fine. Yeah, the Flip going in. And this is a very kind of comfortable, very familiar climb for him. Of course, for all these guys, right? Tempered sword, boots, fire rod, maybe not so much half magic, but you know, this is something that is it's classic equipment for very classic runners. Oh, I guess yes. The fact, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say. So I failed to note at the time that Iker finally got their team's first glove, which is a Mire cutscene chest, because he is here in Misery Mire with a glove on his tracker.
Confirming that, yep, Ganon is vanilla.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is something then that people will go have to do. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to climb, there are 5 items up there. You have to go do it eventually. Maybe it's not gonna get too much better. And plus, your mirror could be up there. Your book could be up there. Your Thief Town Compass could be up there.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, right now, Gem has Mahil over Telethar and Helma, which is what Telethar's working on right now. And over on, I mean, there's a lot of dungeon clears on Iker's side as opposed to on Flipio's side. So,
yeah, Iker definitely looked like the one that he was rushing dungeons for.
Mm-hmm. I think they're both honestly just on fine damn spot. Mm-hmm. I think that is what our go mode is going to be for both teams, actually, because it looks like the Don't Forget the Track House can do every single dungeon. That is required. So with both runners on Usedbow side having the Tempered Sword, like, we're gonna hope that Iker at least goes to and does.
Oh, that's actually a good point, yeah. I did not think about this, because you're absolutely right. If they're really just searching for entrances at this point, they already know what's at the front of Tavern. And so, like, that's not Swamp. Or sorry, that's not the dam.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so they're not going to be there. And they don't know about that there's a sword over there, because Flip got his sword on...
Ice Armos.
Yeah, Ice Armos, yeah. Which Iker is definitely not going to go to for Tempered. So...
And if Usedbow has been pretty efficient, which they generally are, like I don't see it being just behind single glove. I think they need to get the second glove as well.
Yeah, it looks like maybe this is where Iker's gonna go finally. Like he is going to the north Dark World, and there's not really much else here if you don't have the mirror. So it looks like they're gonna finally be able to get their mitts. It might be a little feels bad because, as you said, right, it's just here. You know, 6 items at the front of Skull Woods. It's been here for, well, even before the Pearl, because that's when Jem got his glove. Was out of logic, and maybe they, yeah. But I mean, I think Jem did check the Maya area. It didn't really look like it paid out all that much. So.
So it's more than likely going to be behind this mirror, wherever this mirror may be.
I did catch nobody do Smith Chain yet.
Yep.
So that's maybe, but that is mislocked.
And Iker doesn't have the a small key yet. Or do they have a small key? They didn't open the door over on that side. Okay, they do. So they didn't go to Pop Prison to get the mitts. Yeah, Meyer entrance is bombos, which no runner has.
Right.
Thank you, Crust is.
Yeah, and yeah, but right now, like we're kind of lacking on the number of entrances we can access now without the mirror. Like Checkerboard entrance is another one, Graveyard Ledge entrance is another. We did see K45 because we got scat out of there before. Desert right side. I forgot about this Desert small key. Flip found it super early.
Honestly, the only, according to Talathar's Intrando tracker, which I believe Talathar and Gem do the combined link tracker, all we're looking for right now is Spike Cave and Dam for item trackers. They have the DM Descent and a Fairy Cave, the Fairy Ascension Cave as connectors.
Okay, I do remember Iker finding Spike Cave. I don't remember where entrance that was, but I know he found it, and he just couldn't do it at the time because, well, no Cloven, no hammer.
And then it looks like the only dungeons we still need to find are, in fact, Desert North, which Lamo, which they're not going to be looking for, and Agatha.
Yeah.
But wherever this mirror may be, I think it's going to be who finds this mirror first.
Yeah, and kind of maybe as most of the dust settles to see what both teams can have left, what holes they still need to, I guess, to go back and rediscover or like fill in. This is going to be where the general efficiency of your early to mid game is really going to pay off.
And we just saw an unfortunate thing on Iker's side. Going to think that they can get that Turtle Rock small in the back of, or in the basement of Hera, and not have enough to sell yet. So they don't have that.
Yes, that is true. I guess like Gem and Iker are maybe in a kind of a similar position, but I think like and they don't have I guess it looks like apparently any TR small keys as opposed to like Filipio and Telethar. They have an abundance. By abundance, I mean Telethar stole the Turtle small key from Poke 2.
Like, I'm gonna do this. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna do Telethar is gonna pop out the Turok main entrance. And then
that's true. Yeah,
do those items to see if they can get, because Flipio could do that right now, but it's so much faster just to kill Trinix when you have to.
That's actually one of the, I think, like cool things of entrance is being able to like use these warps, like to your advantage, like getting, as you mentioned before, getting warped to Turtle Rock front from the back is actually not in good routing, but it's also just like maybe that's the way you have to go in order to go to the front, right?
Which, if there's ever a way that you have to do the connector from, I've seen it before in entrance modes where you do laser bridge and you take that all the way to the front, and that's your logical Darkhold access for a while. Those seats are the worst. Oh
my god. It's great on paper. Like, oh, that's so cool. You gotta do this thing, and then you have to actually go do it, and you're just like, no, thank you.
Well, then you have to do it like 6 times, and you're like, no, please, bad.
Oh, Telethar. Where the heck was this? Oh, this is TR front. Wait, this is a Light World Hype Cave entrance?
Oh my god.
Is that a feels bad moment? That feels
that has to
good.
Well, I mean, the only way you're gonna do that is by killing Trinex or taking those 3 keys, because then going through the middle, which is available, right?
Yeah, but isn't like Light World Hype just like bomb locks? We just need Samaria to get through, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is exactly why Gem's like, I'm gonna go grab that right now.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking that this might be kind of a feels bad for... I mean, it's also going to be kind of feels bad for Iker and Flipheel, because when you have essentially a sphere like 1 or 2, and Samaria wasn't, I think, too far off. It was kind of glove locked, I think, or something like that. I don't remember, but it wasn't too. Like, we got it fairly early. Oh,
and also, or Hyrule Castle key lock.
Yeah.
Actually, it's in the back. So.
Not having mirror for so long. I mean, regular like solo cross keys. Let's say the goal is for people to kind of target is like 2 hours. If you finish a little bit faster, a little bit slower. For co-op cross keys, the time is it's like maybe 1:30, 1:40. And so to have a mirror, kind of this late, show up where you could have had a little bit earlier is does not feel great.
Yeah,
little do Gem and Telthar know. It's actually like they're the first of the mirror.
which is I think what's happening right now is that we know Telthar has to climb, so Gem's taking the mirror, going through all the mirror checks that he can. So Telthar's going to do the mirror checks on top of Pyramid. We have Gem going through and doing the mirror checks in South. Probably going to head up onto the mountain and do the mirror checks that haven't been done already up there. But we saw Flipheel also, like they're in dungeon right now, and hopefully we're going to find the mirror that way. Just turn left instead of right after going to the east side. So that is definitely a feels bad.
Yeah. This is also kind of what happens in cross keys. You flip a coin, and as you said, when the coin says heads, you go left, and the coin says right, you go whatever. And when the coin says tails, you go right, and sometimes you just lose out.
It's also one of the things that happened during co-op too. It's like, well, that we're doing a whole bunch of other stuff right now, and that part is just going to get orphaned for a bit. So let's hope there's nothing there.
I will say that it doesn't seem like there was too much inefficiency that was incurred by not having the mirror in terms of, you see, all 4 of these guys were able to take down so many dungeons, we got so many things done, right? It's just kind of we needed a death warp with Red Mail out of lots of places, and then you do kind of have to forego maybe some of the entrances earlier. I mean, it's not great, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my copium talking in that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a feels bad moment on Gem and Telthar's side, and hopefully that Flipeel and Iker do remember that entrance. I mean, they're going to find the mirror here shortly after Trinex, hopefully, at this point. At least I hope so, because that will put them also into go/build too.
Yeah, and this is one of the harder things, in my opinion, is when you feel bad about finding an item that you could have had 40 minutes ago that's extremely valuable and powerful. You just have to kind of keep playing, and you're like, well, I really hope that the other team kind of also did the same thing that we did in last look at our mirror.
Yeah, you're also in the semis of the Invitational league going, yep, I was just like, I think he's gonna probably flew right back to the spot first with this mirror.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Unless this is a go and finish off Turtle Rock thing, but that's it.
That is mirror. Mirror for mirror for Iker. We'll get it relatively shortly.
I don't see Iker touching anything to get that sword. I still believe he has to climb with the just a temperate sword too, and then fight Ganon. So.
Yeah, where do you think these silvers are? Good job, Telthar. Getting Thieves on Compass. Saw the opening.
I'm gonna go. It's probably gonna be in Swamp, but no one's touching anything.
Oh,
Swamp.
Sadly, Sawyer.
Yeah, Swamp.
Sadly, you're right. Oh man.
It's the most open area with the most dense checks still, and their go mode is literally finding the way to get into swamp. So
I can potentially see Iker checking some chests, let's say, like, quote-unquote, on the way. I mean, he won't check, like, this chest, but he can check, like, Swamp Big chest, the Flooded chest, maybe from Hopes for some silvers. Because, like, right now, Masters are silverless. Like, if you can get the silvers, would be a huge benefit to Iker. Kind of less so for the other guys, because it's like, oh, we just... you know, we'll just take the extra, whatever, 30-35 seconds on Ganon, and then you're just kind of, you know, be done with it. But Iker having to go through the entirety of Masters of Silverless fight is... You would save a lot of time. But still, yeah, it's also not great.
Yeah, and Iker still has to climb where all three Flipio, Telephone, and Gem have already climbed. And as a matter of fact, Gem doing his I'm gonna walk around the edges thing. This is his last dungeon other than Swamp Palace. So it's now literally fine dam for Usedbow. He finished all the others out. Which there we go.
Hey, look at that! The dam is mirror locked. I believe we shot.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's quite the absolute last location that they had, like absolute last entrance, because I think people mentioned earlier the Bombos for Meyer entrance was a thing. I don't know if we saw Turtle Rock main entrance.
I did not
ever. So.
I mean, Turtle Rock main entrance, Meyer entrance, the. Maybe Mimic Cave, like Welcome to the Cave. I think those are like the only entrances that we haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. We got sped out at Death Mountain Return, Death Mountain Descent, whatever cave bridge, Turtle Rock Bridge, and we did have a mirror. That's where Thieves Town was, and so we couldn't really do anything over there.
Yeah, and I think the way that Gem went from Flute 4 and went into Dark World and just started looping around doing all the mirror checks while Telethar was climbing was very, very smart on their side. Because they're going, hey, we're going to eliminate these mirror checks while Telethar is going to take care of the pyramid. Gem still had to do Skull's back, like Mothula, which was at Dark Flute 2. So it's just like, I'm going to run down and be taken care of. That's the efficiency that you have during co-op with people that have ran co-op cross keys or any co-op mode in general as much as Telethar and Gem have together. Like, they just know and be able to talk through things and not have to say much while doing it too. And it does look like Flip is going to go ahead and find the dam on his side. So they're going to be in go mode. It's just, I think Iker is just a little too far behind with what they have going on.
Yeah, you actually see Iker kind of turning around.
Yep. Like, all right, well, I'm going to finish off GT because I believe GT's up here, so.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, so all I have to do is just climb, and then Iker's already beaten Trinex. And yes, I believe you're correct. So Iker still needs to climb. Flip is heading over towards Swamp Palace, as is Gem, and Telethar is leading the pack. And the point you brought up about being efficient in co-op, that was actually something that I hadn't really thought of before kind of all of this. And kind of listening to different runners trying to make, again, like, making the most out of the team time. Not necessarily wasting all the time that you can or you have available to you. Like, at the end, if you're searching for one specific thing, having both people search in opposite directions, especially if you can just have another person do a dungeon, that's still progression for them, right? And then only one person maybe has to go wrong as opposed to both people. That was really, really good. Okay, and I guess we're gonna find out in relatively short order, probably on Telethar's side, where the silvers are. I feel for Iker. Masters of Serverless for him is certainly no stranger. He has done this hundreds, if not thousands of times. It's just, I don't know if something that is something he would necessarily look forward to if you're trying to go fast.
Yeah, I think this is like a very, obviously we do have both Gem and Telethar pretty much racing each other at this point to get through the through Swamp Palace and through Ganon. Like, getting those early swords, getting the early gloves, and being able to just do one shot on South Shore and everything like that, like, that helped them get through. They didn't have to go back and double back on things. Whereas Flipio and Iker, late to the swords, late to the gloves, I think just those, like, sometimes you don't want the items to be that late to make a race that, like, different. but I think that's where the big difference was.
Yeah, it did seem like the late glove, or at least like maybe like the late mids question mark. We're definitely not in Iker and Flip's favor. That sword, while
Well, actually,
go
ahead.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I think so. The decision for Telethar to go over, nice bold Lambos here on Iker's side. We need to conserve some magic, is what I'm seeing.
Yep. So damn. So I think actually, glove was not required in this scene. It just made things easier to route in, because the mirror, yeah, because you could get through Turtle Rock to get the mirror, right? And then you go through GT to get to the top of the pyramid to get the band.
Mm-hmm.
So it made routing a little more efficient.
We found the bug net on Flippeel's side in waterfall chest.
Not the silvers.
Not the silvers, unfortunately. I think Flipeel is just doing a little bit of scouting for.
Yeah,
for
is there
Iker.
any swords along the way for my friend?
Mm-hmm.
Every
Yeah,
runner
and I was
knows how
kind of
much
looking.
that sucks.
Yeah, by the way, so I guess like Flip
on a
Iker.
tablet. They were on a tablet.
Oh, well, where the heck is the book?
The book
Probably
was
in
on
Swamp?
no.
No. It's in
Flipeel
GT.
has it.
Yeah,
it's in
yeah.
GT.
Well, given how late the swords were, especially for Flip and Iker, I don't think that the silvers were gonna happen.
No. Not with, I think the book was pretty buried in GT too, so. We have the spin to win over on Telethar side. 1-1's being done through Gem side. Just trying his best to keep up with Telethar and try to overtake him. But we
Sadly, Gold Sword doesn't do anything on this fight.
No, not at all.
Alright, well, that is sword up for Telethar. 125, let's say 15, 16. Big GG's to take on the first chronological game. Of course, game 2 in the series. First place finish for Telethar. Gem is a couple more spins left to go.
We do have Flipeel running his way over to Ganon, so he'll be on Ganon at least, but hopefully by the time that they finish. Whereas Iker will still have to do Swamp Palace, and we know there's no swords in there either, so.
Flip is also heading towards Ganon. Ultimately, with such divergent routes, actually relatively close race.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, but Gem being the second one to finish is going to be a clean 1-2 for Usedbow. And yeah, we're going to get a nice little triangle. Alright, big GG's. Alright, looks like we are joined by at least Telethar. GG's. Grand winner of the 4.
Thank you, GG's. I had to share the invite with Gem because he was not invited.
I marked him done when he finished.
Be faster.
Maybe you should finish. I mean, sorry, but GG's. How's it? Okay. I guess I can ask you guys first how you felt, how the seed went overall, and then maybe you could highlight how you felt once you got some of the important items.
I felt like the seed went poorly. Specifically the meter. And the not tracking to the front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I forgot to mark that.
Oh, I see. Well, do you have a prediction as to which team got the mirror first? Your team or the
I would have assumed it was certainly them, but it sounds like no.
You are correct. Your team was in fact the first one to get the mirror.
Oh man.
Yeah. Which, well, so the early decision for you guys to get the sword out of pod was actually very good. That was really like a very big benefit. At some point, I think you guys had like 6 swords to their 0. That was quite different. I think
no.
Flipheel's first CR sword was behind Ice Armos, and yeah, but yeah, they also were kind of late to the glove. I know Usedbow broke 1 in the front of Skullwoods, he just never went there, and then their first glove was in Meyer cutscene. So that, I don't know if that really hurt him all that much though, because I don't know how much the gloves actually locked, if anything. So you and I were talking about how maybe you didn't need the glove?
Definitely
At all?
not.
No, probably
That's...
not.
Yeah, we didn't see anything in Meyer area, and the fact that both teams were looking for the dam to unlock Swamp Palace is just, you had a lot more things already done because you had the early gloves and stuff like that, whereas they were late to Turok main, like front entrance as well. So
Okay, yeah, I guess you don't need it.
GG's, I care.
GG's.
You don't like her? GG's?
Yeah, GG's.
I'm sorry about
Well,
tempered.
I wasn't getting that unless there was the 4th sword which we never found.
Which
So-
sword did you
Sadly,
not
yes.
have?
Sadly, yes, it was found, or we're not getting it.
yeah,
Sorry,
the
which,
fourth
I guess
sword
which
was
sword
in-
did you have?
It was the one in front of Tavern at the Mimic Cave. But by the time that would have even been a possibility, we're just looking for the dam. So GG's to Flip and Iker, they were both joined
Yo, Flipeel,
by them as well.
GG's?
Oh, front of tavern. We could have easily done that. That's the one I missed. We missed that one, Flippy.
GG.
GG.
GG. I think we got through by.
Surprisingly... Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
I think we got through by just not taking Samari to front of Turtle Rock and finding that mirror. That would have helped with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so you want to know how we found
Yeah.
Turtle Rock for real is by beating Trinex.
Beating
'cause
Trinex.
We didn't exactly mark it the first time, so
Oh.
Jem was like, I think I found it. I was like, that doesn't help at all. But by that point, we had the ice rod. I have 0 TR smalls, so I like,
Hey, me
I-
too.
I got my TR small by stealing it after
Same.
Eastern.
Same.
And then I beat Trinex and popped out at light hype cam. I'm like, oh, interesting. Weird. and then I got my mirror out of the front of TR, and I'm like, well, that's go mode, but like, yeesh.
Oh, does that mean you have bits?
Yeah, Mitts were in Meyer cutscene and Skullwoods. Just
Oh, let's go once I
Present.
skipped. Because at that point we were just we were damn go mode. So we're like, okay, we'll just check the back and go. I checked the back and went. I did get the one out of cutscene. The glove out of cutscene, which neither was really required.
Yeah, Skullwoods was so awkward for us because Iker got the Skullwoods big, and I didn't want to get it because of like Super Bunny or something. And then I found the Dark World first, and then I was like, I don't want to go in there. And then we just found like, probably the same for you guys. It was like there's a million items at the same time. It was like, here's a hammer, here's a bow, here's an ice rod, here's a Samar. I was like, oh my god.
yeah. What first trip into the Dark World for me is I just started at Hammer Pegs and went up to Skullwoods. Jem had already done it as a bunny, just right before I found Moon Pearl.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
found the
was-
Dark World
Oh.
and Telethar was on
That
East
was-
of Mountain as our last Night World location, so I just went.
I think I escaped Hammer Pegs 3 times this seed, so
I did it twice. It's so fun.
yeah.
I never really needed to.
Yeah, same.
We had a bad incident where it's like I'm in Eastern and I found the Moon Pearl and Flipio had just died outside of Swamp Palace, and then I go through the connector right above Eastern. It's like, oh, Swamp Palace. Dope.
Yeah, he's like, come to Eastern. I'm like, all right, I died. Well, great. I'll just go through the old man again. And then I was like, oh, come on.
Because it wasn't logic for us yet until that connector was found. It's like, oh, that's where you bunny walked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all item go mode. We just had to find Dam, and we need the mirror for it.
Yeah, I definitely felt like we were in Find Dam Go mode for a while, but maybe not as long as you guys. I'm not really sure. there was a lot of items very quickly, very early.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was
Mhm.
behind Iker on crystals for a bit, so like I just was trying to catch up, and then I didn't even think to go kill Trinex, and so that felt bad. But yeah, and then we just kind of like panic mode. I definitely made some stupid goofs I would love to take back. Like he's like, the beer is in TR. I'm like, oh cool, okay, let me go to the dark world, and then I'm like, no wait, I need. It was fun times.
And I did unnecessary Hera because I just was like, I need to do all the dungeons, and climbed Hera, and then got center hold, and went up and beat him again. It's like, wait, it's a pendant. Why am I doing this? Just a little panic as well. Like, you have to do everything.
Gem beat Hera, or not beat Hera, went to Hera for our first GT small key, so we could do the basement to find our mirror, which, you know, obviously not, but that's our only GT small key that wasn't swamp locked, I think.
Yeah, sounds
Small.
right.
That was a big in Hera.
What's up?
Ice big is in Hera too, yeah. But
Yeah,
Oh, ice big. Okay. So I didn't have to go Hera at all.
nope.
yeah, no idea what's in the basement. I opened the basement door when I came back there, and then there was that mirror. So I
That
just
was
TR
one of the
small
TR
key.
smalls.
oh,
Well, the
Whatever.
TR smalls I was panicking about finding because I didn't have one before I realized I could just steal the key. I went to go do that, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a Hera small key. Crap. And then realized I could just steal the key.
And I'm like, that's super early. I can't help you there. I forget where I called that out.
Yeah, no, the only TR small key we found was in Rando room for Gem, and mine was stolen from the Pokey.
Hey, Flip had 3 somewhere. I don't know where.
Yeah, a random
Those
room is
two.
probably the other one then.
There's one in Hera basement. I remember that. And the Zelda cell. I think that's what Sawyer said. Maybe.
no, that was a
Zelda Cell is Quake. So.
Oh, Quake. Okay.
No.
no.
Quake was
That was
in
a
the
small key,
library.
but like
Oh, Zelda
Star
Cell's
Wars,
the
I think.
Hera small, maybe.
Oh,
Hera
that's
Small
probably
is
it.
in Zelda
Hera
Cell,
Small.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hera small, yeah.
So
The
your
Hera
third
small
one
didn't small, yeah.
might have been Stumpy, Dig Game, or Shovel. Didn't do any of those.
I did the shovel. But, yeah.
Oh, you did do Shovel, okay.
We find Shovel?
Yeah,
I don't think we found Shovel.
Shovel was in Skullwoods.
Right next to the mist that we didn't get either. I did the big chest and the chest to the right, and it was like, just go check the back. I went and checked the back. Then I looked left. Yeah. So, I didn't really like.
I mean, you
lead
could have
them
went back in. I was just like, check the back first, just in case that's the dam.
No, I'm glad I didn't, because if I had mitts, I'd just be going to Meyer looking for dam, and that would have been us make us even more late to it. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Kind of worked.
I guess you guys need to schedule 80 EDB, and I just kind of am AFK for a while.
Same here.
Sometime Saturday. I guess. I have to do some yard work in the morning, so probably like 2 or 3 hours before this I can probably do. So I think the place
Yeah,
closes
sounds
at 2.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see what Mike and Purdy say.
Okay, so it sounds like it's gonna be you, Flip, and Purdy running. Okay, and then it's
That'd
gonna
be
be
us versus them.
okay, us versus them. Understood. Okay, so Jem and Mike, right? That's you guys are running. Stealth are sitting out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks for the comms. Thanks for the trackers
no
if there were
worries.
one.
Yeah. You guys. Thank you, Iker and Flip. You guys manual track, right? There's no auto tracking.
I actually ran auto tracking today.
Okay. I actually thought that like you and Flip manually tracked most, if not all, of your things. So.
I do entrances, but yeah, no, I've been auto tracking for a while. I was like,
Okay,
it's
okay.
2025. You guys should auto track. I'll give PRD a slight pass because I think PRD has their own tracker, but I was like, Iker, you should just start auto tracking. Come on.
I started auto tracking last series.
It's just
Against Crystal Order.
it's so much less mental effort spent maintaining your tracker.
It's also a bit more mental effort when the tracker doesn't update immediately, and you're like, "I got Quake 2 minutes ago. Why aren't you on the tracker yet?"
Mm.
Yeah, but it does work a bit better. One less thing to click on.
Yeah.
All right.
No, thank you guys so much for the race. Tons of
Do I
fun
comms?
watching.
Do
yeah.
a race?
Yeah. Thanks for race. Thanks for commentating.
Yeah, no, it was actually really fun to watch. The discrepancies, not discrepancies, the difference in equipment was certainly very fun to witness at various times. But yeah, this was a very fun race against some very fun people. So best of luck to both your teams. Next weekend, presumably, is when you're going to do this in 80 KDB. I don't think we have any other invitational matches on the docket. The other side of the bracket, I think most, if not all, of the people are on vacation until probably mid next week. So we'll be waiting. But yeah, until then, enjoy some more rando. I think there could probably be some open league matches coming up as well. And yeah, thank you guys all so much. Sawyer, thank you for asking, and thank you for having this idea in order to commentary. It was a blast.
Absolutely, thank you all for the race stream. Thanks for letting us come in this wonderful match. GG's to everyone.
GG's, yeah. Have a great rest of your evening / weekend, and we'll catch y'all later.